Hey guys, my Orchard videos. Thanks for stopping by today and checking out my channel. Well, we're going to be talking today about excavators. Um, I did sell uh, my little one-ton excavator I had, the high top 10C. Good little excavator and everything, but I need something a little bit bigger for around the hobby farm here. So the company I was dealing with is actually, they've upgraded to a better company, which is building better design machinery. Better, looks better to me. So anyways, excavators are changing a lot. The manufacturers are understanding that the quality of the machines have to be better, and this manufacturer has been really good to me. So we're going to go through some of the basically we're going to go through some of the excavators that are now. What was before in 2000, like some of the stock that was from 2001 and beyond, to what's being built now. Now that basically the model numbers have changed with my company, the company I'm dealing with, the manufacturer, and now they've gone to BF10 series. The BF10 series is basically just a basic excavator, basic one-ton excavator. They've done quite a few modifications to it, just mainly, well, they basically just reworked most of it. And, it's just a basic one-ton excavator. So, but they've upgraded it quite a bit. The tracks are wider, the frame here is wider. I can maybe make my camera go this way. The frame is wider and such, and they're actually putting a counterweight on the back, which I specified about that for quite a while. Move my camera over. There's a counterweight on here, on the back of the machine. They weren't putting counterweights on the machine, but I had said that having a counterweight on the machine is very useful. So, just, I mean, it's common sense things, right? The controls they've upgraded to, they made the controls as well in the machine. I wish I can zoom on this a bit. Let's see if I can zoom in on it and show you a little bit more. The controls are actually further in than what they used to be. They took my idea and they moved the controls in, which is good. They've also modified the floor pan. The floor pan's been modified, so they have a hinge on it now, which the floor pan opens up, where you can actually service what's underneath there. Some of my ideas. They're making it standard equipment to have a swing boom, which is very effective. In their previous machines, most of the booms were solid mount. That you kind of made it similar to a heavy-duty application, where this machine did not have a swing, and basically on the heavy applications you have to turn the whole house around to move the boom, right? So it's just the way it is. So they've done quite a few modifications to that there. Now that sorry about that. Like the auxiliaries are still pretty the same. You can get still the machines with a thumb, without a thumb. I prefer to order equipment with a thumb. This makes it hydraulic thumb. I mean, some guys. I mean, I don't take for instance my backhoe, my Kubota backhoe. I still have a mechanical thumb on there, which works fine for that application. But an excavator, you want hydraulic thumbs, right? So we're making the like we're I always say we're, but the manufacturer is starting to make hydraulic thumbs just a standard option, right? So the weight on the one-ton machine here is 1,000 kilograms. It's a little bit lighter than what my machine was. My machine was 1,100 kilograms. Not a whole lot of difference, right? But these little machines come with either diesel engines or gasoline. So basically you build it, spec it the way you want. Some come with a manual. This is kind of something I really like. I really like the manual hitch on here. It's like similar to what I have on my backhoe. You just take one pin out and the whole thing just slides out, which is really good. I think it's more heavy duty, but you know, I like to order machines with my options on here. Even now that the attachment here, you may notice that the back here on the page. Let's get a little more. You may notice here on the tilt for the bucket, they've changed the bracketry. This is way more effective. It's kind of a copycat of other machines. I guess that what they used to do is have the cylinder right on the bucket, but this gives you way more usability of your bucket. You basically can curl your bucket a lot more than it used to be. So better for loading and unloading little trailers or little dump trucks and such. I'm still working on the manufacturer to make it standard. Like on the bigger machines, yes, on the bigger machines it's standard for a guard to be over the hydraulic cylinder, here on the bottom of the blade to protect the lines, like I have built on my previous machine. Anyways, we're going to carry on to another model here. The cab model is great, but it's all better if you're a small person because the cabs are pretty tight, I find, on the smaller excavators. I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, so that's that there. We'll show you a little bit more here. Also, the thing you have to think about too when you're ordering a Chinese mini excavator is the weight of it. Of course, now the cabs you add on 100 kilograms, so that's something to think about. You want to open cab 100 kilograms, or do you want a cab model with 100 kilograms? The cabs can add weight. I'd rather add weight to the structure of the machine. Open cab, that's the way I like to spec machines. I like to get the most I can out of a regular cab machine. You get more weight, it's more stable and such. The tracks on the machines, they expand in and out like they usually do, and that's an option, but it's going to become a standard equipment going forward with some of these mini excavators where the tracks expand in and out. So, I mean, it is what it is. This here just showing the semi-automatic hydraulic coupler here. I think I've shown that in the previous video with my own excavator. I like the quick couplers, either pure mechanical or semi-automatic. Depends on what you're doing. Every application has its uses, right? The auxiliaries. Now, I like to, in the future going forward, I like to, on my new machine, I'll be talking about that here shortly in coming videos, but I have to do something funky with this auxiliary hydraulics. Make it so a guy can have two different fittings on it, or whatever. So we're going to try to figure something out to make it usable for many different applications. So we're going to go through those things, and you guys are going to be in awe when you see what I'm going to be doing. So That was the 1-ton model. We're going to carry into the next model. If this is the next model. So this one here, I don't really know what the differences are. Some are different. Here is a BF. Oops, I hope this is going to be a problem through the whole video. This is a BF 10BZ mini excavator. These ones come in many different colors as well. The blades have been modified on them now with a little bit bigger machines. Now the blades are becoming different. You want obviously a better quality blade on your machine. It's a lot more heavy duty and such. So I don't know if anybody would ever want a white machine, but it's there. The build quality of the swing is changed. They're making it a lot better, a lot more versatile. Also, the other thing too you might notice with this here is something I had mentioned to the manufacturer, is the center pin on the swing. If you see that or not, probably not. Zoom in on it here. Come on. So on the center pin on my machine, on the 1-ton machine, I had basically 2 pins, right, on this on the swing here, right? A pin on the bottom here and a pin on top, and they didn't have grease nipples on there, so which makes it a problem. You basically have to keep spraying lubricant in there so you don't wear out the bushing, right? Now you have a pin going straight through and a grease fitting right in here, a pin straight through like the big machines do, right? And that's something I had talked to with manufacturers on doing, is you have to put something in here better. This actually makes it to be a better machine, the swing, because it has the whole center pin in here, as opposed to having one short pin here, one short pin there. Now it's one big long pin now. It's a common sense thing to do. It's something I really specified at the dealer to do. Just little things, right? Just these little tiny things that make the machine that much better user experience, eh? The other thing too they're doing now is the lines now are actually becoming more, more weight now. You're actually putting steel lines on the machine, like the bigger industrial machines have. All steel lines on the boom. Before it was all rubber, which saved weight and such and cost, but now they're going to all metal tubing. It's kind of a interesting thing to have anyway. Controls are fairly the same as before. These are actually getting to be a little bit better than previous. I'm going to show you a comparison between like the modern machines compared to the old machines. We'll go through that in the next series of videos. But you see now with the controls now compared to what mine was. See the controls here, you have your main sticks, and then you have your drives. The drives are forward and back, and here's your blade. So, and then they have auxiliary pedal for your auxiliary hydraulics. See, this is a lot better configuration where it gives the operator more space between the controls and the seat. So there's a lot nicer configuration now on the controls for operators of the machine. Anybody, any size can operate the machine in ease. So here again, it's the same thing. Just a little bit more. They're focusing a little bit more on the steel lines. Really good options. This one here is, see what model code this is. Might B. Okay, no. This is slightly equivalent to what I had. This is the, yeah, gotta keep sliding the camera over. The BF10CS. Comes in red, yellow, blue, other colors, whatever color you want. They've actually added gauges to the console, which is nice feature. I like that, like the fuel gauge, gives you hour meter and a voltage meter. And it still comes with your regular instruments on the machine. Now it's a little bit different. This one here does come with a cage on it. You can get a cage on them. It comes with armrests, which is a nice feature, depending. And has a few extra features on it that mine didn't have. So the conduit in it as well. What else here? On the bigger machine now, you're going to start seeing the protectors on the blade cylinder. So it's a nice feature. And here you can see the blade has been altered. This one here is the BF BF 15 1.5 ton excavator. Quite a bit bigger, quite a bit nicer, more capability, and yeah. So we'll go through these features here. You might see this one here is joystick controls. Big improvement over the last machine. I prefer joysticks, it's my favorite, and I still like the controls on the floor for the travel. And they also have pedals on the sticks as well. You can put your feet on the feet, so you can control the machine's direction of travel with your feet. Most modern excavators have that, and they actually have it so it's adjustable. You can adjust your pedals. They're adjustable on the sticks here, where you can adjust the height of the pedals. If you're a short guy or a tall guy, you can put the pedals wherever you want. Has the main stick for the blade, and then your auxiliary pedals on the floor. Here you can see here, this one has the hydraulic grapple here, and a really nice grapple, nice and skookum. A bigger bucket, of course, it's a bigger machine, right? Yeah, very nice. But one of the problems here again, they improved it, but the swing pin, they did improve it a lot, and they put grease nipples on the like on the previous model. And one time they, like on the swing here, they had a pin straight through, right, which is more effective. I really like that, but at least now they have double pins in here, right? One pin on the top, one pin on the bottom. But at least now they have grease fittings where you can grease everything. Everything's greasable now, not like before. So here they don't have a guard. I put guards on the bottom cylinders, as you guys know. Blade's more skookum, wider blade, wider track, a lot better machine. The good top on it and such on there. This has multiple hydraulic points on this one here, so it's a nice feature, now some of the 0.5 models now will come with either gasoline or diesel. I think it's better with a diesel engine. You avoid the jerkiness of the machine. I really found that out with my little 1-ton machine. With controls are very jerky on it and such. The diesel engine, you get more of a easier experience with the diesel engine as opposed to the gasoline. I mean, I'm all for using gasoline engines because they're easy to maintain, and if they blow up, then you just replace it with another motor. Diesel, I mean, just have to keep it clean and just maintain it. That's what it is. Just keep the oil level full, keep the water full on it, and just change the filters on it regularly, And there you go, right? But you know, like I said, I like my gasoline engines. So yeah, so current different model. This is the cab model. Here again, very similar to the previous model. The 0.5s will give you a little bit better, more space in there because it is a little bit bigger machine. So, you know, you can see by its, you know, it's a way better setup, way better design. I really like this new design now they have. So, yeah. Now here's the interesting one. Here is the one I'm getting. I've ordered it, prepaying for it slowly but surely. So I'm getting the BF18S 1.8 machine. They're putting a lot of different things in this machine that you wouldn't see before, and I'm really working with the manufacturer to give me the best machine I can get my hands on for the amount of money that I'm spending. It's always comes down to the bottom line is the amount of money you're spending. To me, this is the best all-around machine you can get your hands on for the price. It is the 1.8 to 2-ton machine. 1.8, you're still saving yourself a lot of money and such. And you know, why spend the extra $3,000 on a 2-ton when the 1.8 will do just fine? It has everything I want. Now this one here, the controls have changed again, and you know, the controls are out here on the floor, which I want. The direction controls, I really like that with the pedals. More auxiliary pedals on the floor, which I like. The bucket to operate the operate the blade lever now is similar to what the other machines are. It's on the top here. The top here is the lever right up here. Such, so it's kind of nice. I really like that. Hydraulic tanks here. The machine's actually well balanced now. The boom is actually offset to one side, which most heavier applications are. Standard equipment, grapple, hydraulic grapple. Here's a big gigantic grapple here. Bigger cylinders, more capacity. Now that you see here, the cylinders are no longer on the front, they're all on top. I should specify that before. Heavy application, you see that more and more, where the cylinder, like the cylinders for the tilting, for moving the stick here, on top, and for lifting the boom, we're on the back. Way better system. You don't have to worry about busting out any lines on the front. So, bigger machine, different applications, right? The hydraulics are here, more hydraulics here, what you want. Bigger bucket. The machine actually is wider now than the previous machine because it's a bigger machine, of course. Bigger blade, more skookum, more protection, what we want. So, my machine I'm getting, on the swing pin, I'm having the pin straight through. That's something I wanted on my machine. I don't want the double pin. I said to him I want the pin straight through on the swing. Makes it for more, makes it for a stronger machine in my mind. And pay a little bit extra, but I'm getting exactly what I want. So here now they're putting proper grease fittings on the machines and such for greasing. So everything's greasable. Every moving part on the machine is greasable, and that's what the guy wants. So, diesel engine. All the bigger ones now come in diesel engine that you want. They come with the spec on the engine is good question. Let's venture off here. The engine. I don't know how good this is going to come out on the video, but it is a Kubota engine. It's a 722, small little engine, 14 horsepower, 3-cylinder diesel. That's what I want. You know, Tier 5, Stage V emissions. So this engine here is very similar to what's used on the Corona tractors. The small B series, BX series, they all run the same 3-cylinder engines. So very similar. So if your engine does blow up, you buy B series tractor, use one or something like that, and replace the engine that's in the excavator. Now, with the bigger machines, now that the basically all the doors in the back of the machine open up for serviceability, or at least the back door does anyway. Opens up so you can service the machine, check your fluids. The door opens up, counterweight's here. Now the bigger machines, now you have to order the machine the way you want it. They don't come standard with a quick attach. You have to order it with what you want. The machine I'm getting 2 quick attaches. I'm getting the manual, pure manual, and also the quick attach, the automatic, which you put a lever on the back and you undo the. What I wanted the other style where I just had a bolt on there. That undo this bolt, which you may see on many different applications. You have a little bolt on the back of the, crank it out, and you the jaws open up, pick up the pin or whatever. That's good. I mean, whatever. I like manual quick hitch for a certain thing. That thing's a little more heavy duty, as opposed to automatic. But I'll be, because I ordered both manual and automatic because, like I said, for some things you want to have the strength, require more strength on the points here, and sometimes you don't need the strength for what you're doing, right? You guys may find that those of you guys who buy this machine, you're probably better off with the mechanical quick attach than the automatic. I'm just saying that as a little precaution there, that whatever implement you use, you're going to require a little more strength here, because some of these quick connectors will, like from China, I mean, some may break, as opposed to if it's more mechanical, less chance of it breaking. Of course, you never can go wrong with popping pins in and out, but that's the way it is, right? The booms have changed a lot. They've upgraded the crap out of the booms, which I really, really like. Made them way more heavy duty, stronger materials, thicker materials. The bracketry is a lot different. I'm really impressed by it. So I'm really impressed by what they've done with the machine so far. So I'm really happy with it, as opposed to the previous model. So yeah. I went with the open cab model myself because I'm a fairly big guy and I want to be able to get on off the machine without opening and closing doors. I mean, of course, the cab model is nice, but if you have a short garage, having a cab model is a pain in the ass. I mean, most of the time I'll be running the machine without a cab, but I'll probably be putting a bar across here and making it so I can take the top of the cab on and off as I want. If I'm on a job and I feel I need extra protection, of course I'll run the cab. But we're going to do something here to make this way more like my machine, and maybe the manufacturer will see that and they'll implement it for future machines. You guys will see what I'm going to do. So, but yeah, very nice. Very, very nice. I don't know. I guess they do have a light on the boom. There's a light right there. I didn't find a light very useful, but some guys might find a light useful. Yeah, so looks like a very nice machine. I'm really impressed by it, and some more pictures here. Here you can see here They've actually added a plate over the hydraulics, so you get debris fall in there, you want to break the lines. Very, very smart. I like that. So now here's the 2-ton. Not much difference between the 1.8 and the 2-ton, but you're going to pay more money for the 2-ton machine by $3,000 more. Now with the 2-ton, one of the nicer options with it, a heavier machine, but then you get steel tracks. Personally, myself, I like steel track machines. Let's get some drink water here. Myself, I do like steel track machines. They're my favorite thing to use over rubber track, but you can buy kits that will change your rubber tracks to rubber pads, and that's something I may do with my own excavator I get, the new one. I may change it to rubber pad as opposed to rubber track. The rubber pad, if you guys don't know, it's basically you have a steel track and your rubber pads on there, right? It makes it like more versatile machine, sort of in my mind, and it's just a better option. But China doesn't offer that option yet. Maybe in the future. But either rubber or steel track, and the 2-tons have steel track. You know, it is what it is, right? We're all after different things in life, and sometimes one product may be better for one thing and worse for the other, right? So, you know, all lines are different. They're going to way better quality of hydraulic lines, higher pressure, and better fittings and such. Here too, the swing boom has gone to single pin, 1 pin straight through. Some models will have it, some models won't. This one has the 3-cylinder diesel. The 2-ton has the same motor as the 1.8 ton. Both engines are both Kubota D722, 14 horsepower. So same motor. Something they are doing more though on the bigger machines is they're adding Eaton parts, Eaton hydraulic pumps, Eaton drives. They're all going to those different, more heavy application name brand stuff. It is what it is. Yeah, now we're getting to bigger stuff. And a model of the BF 20 Series S. Different model. You're getting different application. You're going into zero swing models. This one's a bit wider, has a bit longer boom on it. Now you have the option now with a bigger machine is to go to a longer stick, longer boom, right? You can ask the manufacturer, you can get different booms for your excavator. This boom here, you get them either a bit longer, a bit shorter, and also a longer stick here too. This is call it stick. So different things. So they start getting more and more heavy duty, of course, going to the bigger sizes, right? So bigger motors, more fuel. This is the BF 22 series, bigger machine again, bigger engine. This one has the Kubota D1105, puts out 20 horsepower. Most of the other ones I've shown you were either 13 to 14 horsepower with smaller machines. Yeah, you can tell the difference between the two machines. This one here, and you see this one here. The design has changed a lot. This is zero swing, and the other one has more of an ass on it. Should be more careful with it. But this model here is quite a bit bigger than the previous model. It's more heavier, quite a bit bigger, more cabin space in it, and it's quite a bit bigger machine, and it's different, totally different in general. It's more like the Kubotas now. So here is the 2.5 ton. So ultimately, I think for me, getting close up to the 2.5 ton, 3 ton machine is where I like to be at eventually. But so in here is starting to look like a lot more like a Kubota now, eh? So they're way bigger, way heavier application, and I think for most guys, I think getting into that the previous model here, what was it? The BF22 and the BF25, I think these are going to be one of your best machines you're ever going to get for your business, whatever have you, for best price. I mean, you start getting the 3 ton, 4 ton, I mean, you start asking for more weight and such, but for all around, I think in my mind, for my own uses and such, a machine that is between the 1.8 and 2 ton mini excavators are going to be the best excavators you're going to find for doing any kind of work, landscaping, or household in general. But it is what it is. So yeah, they're just great little machines. Very much the same. Just the build quality is a little bit better and get a few more options and such. But it started getting, it's heavier and heavier. So looks a lot like a Kubota now. So anyways, that's all I have to say about that. There is bigger machinery. Maybe I'll scroll to the catalog here. I don't know a lot about the bigger ones. I don't really want to get too much into it. It's just going to mainly focus on my machine size, 1.8. 1 ton and 1.8, 2 ton, I want to focus on. But I'll go through the catalog here and show you guys what there's available, new stuff coming out, and going forward. So, interesting stuff. World's really changing a lot. Here's a 3 ton. Very nice. Here you have a 4 ton, 4.4 ton steel track. So I mean, I really like this 4 ton machine. Pretty nice. Or even like I like them all. So 3 ton machine's nice. So, but in the future, going forward in the future, what we like to get is the 2.5 ton machine in the future. So I think the 2.5 ton machine is going to be one of the best machines you can get for the price point, and it's everything you want. And you never know, maybe the 1.8 ton machine would be perfect for me, what I want to do. But it's possible to do the upgrades that I want to do with the machine I'm getting. So anyway, stay tuned for those kind of updates in the future coming up. Now, I'll show you my bill, the invoice I have. That way you know for sure that I'm getting a machine. No joke, because we've been paid for it. Well, making payments on it. Here is my contract. Let's see if I can zoom on it. Of course. Anyways. If you're good to them, they're good to you. But yeah, that's my contract. Their seller's invoice. Stuff I'm getting. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag too much. So I want stuff I'm getting because I want to be kind of a surprise and unboxing too. So, but anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll be posting up other videos, or they posted up another video after this one here with pictures of the machine that I'm getting. All right. Thanks for watching. And if you want to buy affordable equipment and such, don't be afraid to look overseas and buy what you want. You know, definitely gonna get the best bang for your buck. Looking at Alibaba for deals. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. And stay tuned for more videos coming up soon. See ya.